Every other day, somebody tells me how great Moses Itauma is, how fast he is, how much boxing ability he has. And I say the same thing. I say, listen, Moses Itauma might be a hype job. He might be bad. He might be average. He might be above average. He might be great. He might be an all-time great legend. But until he fights somebody who's giving him real resistance, how can we know where to rank him and where to place him? I've seen him fight a lot of American fighters who, they have, man boobs. They got the gut, second, third trimester gut. They're out of shape. They're not on his level skill-wise. They don't have his speed, nothing. We haven't seen him getting there with a Martin Bacoli. We haven't seen him getting there with a Martin Bacoli like Jared Anderson did. So I think a good step-up fight for Moses Itauma, for us to see what's really good, the same thing that Anthony Joshua did. But Anthony Joshua did it on accident. Anthony Joshua saw Andy Ruiz, saw the way he was built, and he thought, okay, this easy pickings, not realizing Andy Ruiz been boxing his whole life. So, yeah, he may look disadvantaged like a Pitbull Cruz looks shorter and smaller than his opponents, but the experience level, the grit, and the dog is always there, so he's always dangerous. But not only that, people are talking about Moses like he's super fast, but he's going up against slow guys. How about we put him up against a fast guy, Andy Ruiz, and then we can get to the bottom. We could get to the bottom of the mystery. Is Moses as fast as we think he is? I'll give you an analogy. Dale Green, right? He chased down Tony Dorsett. Tony Dorsett was known as being one of the fastest players in the NFL. When Dale Green chased him down, it changed the way that people viewed Tony Dorsett's speed, because everybody thought Tony Dorsett was the fastest thing moving. You get chased down by Dale Green, they're saying, whoa, this is a whole nother level of speed. So that's why I need to see how fast is Moses Itauma up against someone else who we know has great hand speed, and Andy Ruiz. How is Moses Itauma's stamina when he's getting hit back? A lot of y'all who've never been in the boxing ring, y'all have never sparred, never fought amateur or pro. When you get hit, it takes something from your gas tank. Moses Itauma is barely getting hit in these fights because he's way better than the guys he's fighting. So how does he look up against somebody else who's fast and who's been hit before? We saw what happened to Anthony Joshua the first time around with Andy Ruiz. We saw Andy Ruiz and Gerald Miller go at it for 12 rounds. So Andy Ruiz is a great veteran step-up fight to let us know if Moses Itauma is the real deal or potentially the real deal or not. Right now, I do not know how y'all making y'all judgments on this man. How can you judge a man that's never been battle-tested? I'm talking about a real battle test. I'm not talking about you get in the ring with somebody that you're overpowering because they don't have the experience, they're not in shape, they don't have the skill level. I'm talking about when two lions meet, not a lion and a cub, not a lion and a zebra, not a lion and a gazelle, two lions. Then we're going to figure out who really is Moses Itauma and can he potentially hold a title for real. But y'all let me know what y'all think. And by the way, he could fight a Jared Anderson, a Frank Sanchez, a Richard Torres. There's so many guys out there. Hell, I would even like to see him against a Deontay Wilder. But one thing I'm tired of hearing, people say he could beat Usyk right now. That's not how boxing works. It's a process. Usyk been in that ring, been to war for 12 rounds with great fighters and very good fighters. Moses has not. That's why Usyk said he don't want to fight Moses right now because he don't want to mess up his career. Like, it's a process. Muhammad Ali wasn't just the greatest. He had to go through certain fights and get tougher and tougher and stronger and smarter. I think Doug Jones dropped him. Henry Cooper dropped him. He got dropped before he got that championship. He got dropped in the Golden Gloves before he went to the Olympics. You know what I mean? He got dropped in the practice sessions during the Olympics. You need those moments to grow into that dog. You can't be a dog if you don't get dirty. Moses Itauma ain't never been dirty. That's what I'm telling y'all. So he got to get in that paint for real, get some mud on him, and then we'll see who he really is. But y'all let me know what y'all think.